Michael Jackson's new 40-minute film Ghosts had his fans screaming in the aisles at its British premiere last night. As we've come to expect, it's crammed full of special effects and Jacko's classic dance steps. But is Jackson making anything more than a glorified pop video? Or is it just a ludicrously overpriced extravagance from an artist whose ego runs unchecked? Exclusive, of course, was there to find out.
Costing $14 million to make, Ghosts carries on Michael Jackson's tradition of putting his record company's money where his mouth is. Despite the honour of an official Cannes launch, does this overblown pop video deserve serious consideration? Or was it an excuse for Jackson to indulge his love of dressing up? Michael spent up to 6 hours a day in makeup to play a fat, middle-aged white man and various grotesque incarnations. Mystery and disguises were certainly the theme too for the opening night of the mega music video. The premiere in Leicester Square brought out the fans, even if Jackson wasn't going to show. When Death turned up for the screening instead, some people wondered whether he'd come to claim Jacko's career. Because after troubled years of child abuse allegations, a failed marriage and an admitted addiction to painkillers, Jackson is still struggling to get his career back on a high. Ghosts may have cost more than twice the budget of 4 Weddings and a Funeral, but the result is little more than a rehash of his 80s video for Thriller, right down to his dance routines and trademark crotch-grabbing action. And his critics accuse him of being out of date with the real music scene. But did the celebrities at the screening think he was still the king of pop, or just over the top?
I don't think he's the king of pop anymore. No. I think Liam Gallagher is.
Well, I don't think I should really say, should I?
No.
What's your favourite Michael Jackson period?
When he was little, when he looked like Michael Jackson.
Although his ever-loyal fans were impressed, of course.
You can't diss him, you can't knock him, his private life has got nothing to do with anyone else. The man's a genius.
That whole Wacko Jacko thing, that's gone on too long, it's too outdated. And I think it's about time Mike kicks ass. And he's
The video comes across as Jackson's attempt to persuade critics to stop treating him like a weirdo. He plays a strange loner who's accused of being a freak and told to get out of town. So is this his way of asking people to see the man behind the mask?
Did I scare you?
The director of Ghosts believes that Jackson has a serious message to make.
It's important for none of us to necessarily judge. As long as there is no evil, it's good to be different. And Michael's definitely different.
Not everyone at the star-studded party was converted, though.
And I don't know, I just found it a bit sad, a bit of a waste of money. It wasn't sexy. He's done it before, you know, the kind of dusty corpses dancing. What's he trying to say? I just found it very, like, all I left with was the feeling that he's a great singer, and that's it. He's as batty as a fruitcake.
And even when he was made up, he looked weird too.
Although the critics may not have been impressed, a spokesman for Jacko said he didn't care.
Knowing Michael, I think his view is that he's not out there to answer the critics. He's out there to make great music, great performances, in this case, a fantastic film.
The film may not be enough to convince critics to stop taking the mickey out of Michael, but it should reassure Jackson, at least, that he's still the king of pop. Whether that's worth paying $14 million for is a different question.
And later on Extra at 10:45 tonight, we have the man who believes that Jacko's career is finished. Now, here are the rest of today's other news headlines.